All right, I think we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Let me check. Do we have sound? Can you guys hear me? I can't hear anything. Okay. Can you guys hear me? All right, 1 second. Here we go. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys can hear me. At this point, I'm thinking no. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah. I think everything is working. So we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Bart. I'm 3D Printman, and today I'm gonna assemble another original Prusa i3 Mark 3S. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so let's open up the box and see what's inside. I already know, but a lot of you don't, so let's do this. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull the chat up. Why isn't there a Why can't I? Hey guys, I can't do live. I can't do chat, and I don't know why. All right, so I can't do a chat when. Let me check. There we go. All right, so the chat is working now as well, I believe. All right, first things first. Congratulations on getting a brand new Prusa printer. It's always nice to see a nice letter. And I think all the screws and bolts are on there. Obviously, we got the assembly instructions. I don't think I have to use it that much, but you never know. The testing protocol, everything was okay. All right, that can go to the side. We have the 3D printing handbook here. Very interesting stuff. All right. The y-axis. Now let me see. Can you guys use the chat? Ah, there we are. Here we go. All right, so this must be the frame for the i3 Mark 3S. Spool filament, basic Prusa filament, nice silver one, Galaxy Silver. So that can go to the side for a bit. Here we have the fasteners and the electronics. and all the other new stuff. The power supply unit, nice black one. On my Mark 3S is still the old version of the Mark 3. The silver one. These are the plastic parts. Power cable. And here we have the motors and the rods. Very important. Alright. So we got all the components out of the box, the plastic parts. We're going to place this over here. Yeah, it's a little bit a strange angle, but it's the best I can do for now. So I know my camera is not the best as well, but I'm shooting from my laptop because I don't have fancy camera equipment yet. All right, well, let's do the assembly instruction. Ah, there's some stickers in here. There's one thing I don't see, and I don't like that at all. I don't know where my Haribos are. So, here we go. And here are the tools. Next is all right. We're going to start with the Y-axis assembly. So first, we need to take this stuff out. Here are it's one steel sheet. He only got the smooth one. I do have the others also, so it doesn't matter for me. The heat bed. And here we have the frame for the Mark 3S. This can go to the side for a bit. All right. I think we need to take the Y-axis out of the box. Front and an end plate. And we have some extrusions. All right. So we have some aluminum extrusions, we have the frame, and we need to have M5 16 hours. Let me see for the Y-axis. It's always nice and numbered. When you get a kit like this, you can see number 2, number 4, number 3. Wow. 3, 4, 5, 2, 9, 7. Am I missing something here? What is up with this? These are all the plastic parts. I don't know. I think we need to start with that too. Alright, nice feet for the printer. There must be another one. We need those two. Those not yet. Ah, y-axis, here we go. These are all the same. So, what are we going to do now? Is the shortest extrusion. They come in front, and I believe. Sorry guys, the longer ones. I'm not really awake yet. The longer ones have to go in the front. So like that. We can already put some screws in there. We don't want to tighten them completely yet. There we go. The other one. I always love this stuff. I love to build printers. It's one of the favorite things in my book in the 3D printing world. It's always a lot of fun to build new printers. And yeah, the Prusa MK3S is one of my favorites to build. So there we go. All right. Some X keys. We can tighten the screws fully. So here we go. The front is almost finished. And then we're gonna make some smaller extrusions for the back. You want to make sure the surface where you're building your printer is completely flat. My workbench is, so there we go. All right, 3 more. Always a lot of fun with my thick fingers, but I think Does this one fit? Yes, it does. Almost there. Number 4. 2 more on the other side. All right. I didn't tighten them all the way. Yet, but we will do that as soon as all the screws are in. Okay, so I was supposed to build this printer this weekend, but something really important came up in my wife and my personal life, so we have to arrange that first. The front plate can go on, I believe. All right, ensure you are using the correct holes. Well, I did that. The screws are in there. Tighten the screws just slightly. All right, so we first have to tighten the top ones. And then the bottom ones. Same with the shorter. For that side. There we go. They are nice and tight. So, hey guys, again, is the chat working for you? If someone follows me on Twitter, please let me know if the chat is working for you, because I'm not seeing anything. Maybe on my mobile. Ah, here we go. Popcorn. Hey, buddy. At the moment, I have like 3 more 3S's. Okay, this can go. I need to pull the chat up here so I can see what you guys are saying to me. All right, so that doesn't work. We're gonna. There we go. Alright, front plate. We're gonna do the front plate. Beautiful stuff. Another 3. There we go. So, again, 8 of these nice big screws, or bolts, I don't know what you call it. We call it bolts. Don't over tighten it, same as before. Hey. No, doesn't go in nicely, so it doesn't decide. So let's get another one for this hole. I don't know why, but it must come out of here again. I don't understand because this is loose, but the bottom one doesn't want to go in there. No, we don't want to break it, so I'm gonna take the front plate off and have a look why this screw doesn't want to go in. Because we are building good printers, so it must be assembled correctly. Yeah, I don't have my printers running today because when I'm running my printers, it's a little bit loud sometimes. I don't know, but this extrusion is I don't know. I got a little problem here. Okay, so we have one slight problem, but I'm going to contact Prusa about it. This extrusion has one tap hole that is not properly tapped. Screw can't go in properly, so we have to do it with 3 for that. That's not a super issue, but I have to fix it later for sure. For now, we need to disassemble it. go. Don't tighten them yet. No, I don't. It's not over tightened, it's a little bit on the loose side. The back. Okay, what we want to do first is take two of these little PSU holders. I want to slide them in on the side where the sticker is. We want to do that before we connect the end plate. And same as before. Again, 8 screws. They go in really easy. On this side too. And I see that I made a mistake, because on the old version they were on the top, and on the new version of the MK3S, I had an upgraded Mark III. I see that these, no, it is properly. Wait. All right, I understand. If you have the black power supply unit, and I believe I have the black power supply unit, yeah, it gets connected from the side. So yeah, I need to take them out. Why not, guys? It's nice weather, so I don't mind taking them out again. There we go. So in this version, we have to push them in on the side. There we go. Insert those big ones again. There is one important step. Yeah, all right. All right. That's the same as before. So we want to place these 8 screws in here. Don't over tighten them, because this is a truly important step. We need to push down on the frame and then tighten them. There we go. All right. Seven people watching. I feel like a 3D printing nerd at the moment. Well, I'm far from that, guys, but hey, I tried. All right, and what we want to do now is put some pressure on the top side and then tighten these screws on the back. And we're going to do the same for the front of the printer. There we go, one more. I will tighten them some more with a hex key because it can put some more pressure on there. For now, this is perfect. All right. So, what have I learned assembling the frame? I am going to use the manual because some things clearly changed since last time I built one. So, what I want to have now is the feet for the printer, so it doesn't damage my my workbench. I hope you guys can see it. It's really simple. You can push those in like that and just turn them. And there we go. Yep. So these little thingies here to connect the or to fasten the power supply on it are in there, not on the top like the old version. And here we go. Oh, all right. We go to the plastic parts, and what we need is the following. Orange parts, orange parts. Oh, this is really, really funny. Where are the rest of those parts? We got the LCD cover. We got the X-axis, X, Z-axis, this is the extruder. I need these. They come in black these days. So another thing learned on my machine, they came in orange, but on this machine the iron holders came in black. So we need 4 of the iron holders, and I got them here. We need some M3 10mm screws and M3 S nuts, I believe that the stuff is in here. So I need something to put my screws in. luckily I have some stuff over here that I can use. Check it out for my multi-material. Here we go. Alright, so M3 times 10, we need a bunch of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We need 8 of these. Hey Young Tech, how are you, buddy? I'm doing really good today. I had some stuff going on this weekend, but that sorted. I also was a little bit sick, felt a little bit flu-ish, but yeah, I'm all right again, man. Thank you. So we need to get those little. This is always fun when you have thick fingers like me. Get those little nuts in there. Always have to push them a little bit further. That's one. All right, that's two. You guys see what I'm doing, right? It's that eye rod holder and a little nut. There are 2 little nuts that are going in there. Sometimes not that easy, like today. There we go. Push them in there till the end. Normally, I use my little screwdriver for this. Ah, here it is. Let's go. 2 more of those square nuts. Nutty nuts. To be honest, guys, I think it's really funny that you guys actually are watching me. I have like 5 people watching me right now, and for me that's that's a lot really, because I just started this YouTube stuff. As some of you might know, I started out on Instagram 3 years ago, a little bit more maybe. I think this week I will manage to get like 30,000 followers on Instagram. In the meantime, a year ago, I started my own business. I now sell some 3D printers, Felix printers, and some filament, repet, recycled PTG, and PLA. Awesome stuff. So you gotta check it out in my shop. But yeah, it was time to do a new step, and obviously that's a YouTube channel, a proper one, because I had like 4 videos, but the quality is, oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's bad. So I'm gonna step up my game here on YouTube a bit, and let's see where it gets me. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna install these. You can just put them on top of the extrusions, not on the back side, but on the front side we can. I already did that, yeah, and now we can tighten these. Also, why I didn't start a proper YouTube channel before is I have major health issues, and most of the time I'm not feeling too well. But yes, sometimes I do. So those are the days I have to start filming. Awesome, young. I'm happy to hear you like it. Yeah, sure. You can ask me how I became a beta tester for Prusa Research. Well, it started like 2.5 years ago. I had some issues with my Mark III at that time, and I got to know a very nice guy that does customer service at Prusa Research. He doesn't work there anymore, but he noticed me on Instagram, and he noticed my work, and he liked what I did a lot. So at one point, he asked me if I wanted to become a beta tester for Prusa Research, because some people over there could choose people from the community, and he chose me. So that's how I became a beta tester. They have to choose you, really. It's not a matter of contacting them and ask them to be a beta tester. No, they have to like your stuff, and then at some point they will contact you to ask if you want to test a printer or something else. But in my case, yeah, that guy chose me as a new possible beta tester, and they liked what I did so much. So I'm still a beta tester for Prusa Research. And that's an external beta tester. So I'm not an official beta tester, an in-house beta tester for Prusa Research itself, but I'm an external one. So I am in contact with all those nice technicians and all those smart people over there. We are discussing firmware and obviously Prusa slicer and stuff like that. But also printers. I got to test the SL1 when it came out. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Martijn. Well, no, not really. Someone is asking me if I also do other stuff than 3D printing, and well, yeah, I watch Formula One in the weekends when it is available, because not every weekend is race weekend. But yeah, I do that, and I like it a lot. Oh, you wanted to have a job like this as well? Yeah. Well, maybe someday you can come and work for me, Martijn. That would be awesome. All right, the IROD holders are in. They are fastened. What we need now. Oh, this is always funny. When I'm talking and doing stuff at the same time, I'm gonna lose some stuff. So, but it was. Where did I put the rest of those? Oh, yeah. Next to my glasses. But good to see you guys here. I really appreciate that you guys are watching me. Again, I know that I'm not the best YouTube channel in the world, but hey, I try, guys. All right. This is always a lot of fun to get those in there. My fat fingers don't help at all. Now I need two of the normal. Those are normals, right? Yeah. Nuts pushing in there. Like that. That's it. No, indeed, it's not for us to do 7 things at once. So, yeah, I try to answer your questions in the meantime, but you understand if I'm not answering, right? All right, this little wheel needs to go in here, so we can hook up a belt. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to do it the other way around. There we go. Tighten the screw. It needs to have a little bit of space so it can roll around. And then I need 2 of those short ones. And we need to secure it like this on the back side. There's one thing I don't understand. Let me think for 1 minute. Ah, yeah. Right? There are 2 sides, and I believe the longest one has to go on the bottom side. So there we go. That is properly secured. It doesn't want to get in there. Well, to be fair, the other one was a little bit easier. My previous printer. Why? Oh, sorry guys, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. This one has to go on the front. Wow. Horrible. Oh man. I'm not quite awake yet, but this fits much, much better. So, here it is, and properly secured. There's a circle on there facing up. So, again, I messed up. Yeah, perfect. I didn't put the whole printer together already. Alright, but that's done. Now I need the stepper motor for the y-axis. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Over here. Neatly packed. This is the extruder. This is the y-axis. Beautiful motors. LDO motors. It's hot in here. Alright, and now we have to place this in this manner. So we have to place it like this. The threads or the wires go down. And then this thing must go here. We need 4 10mm screws. We also need hey. Oh, right. Yeah. We need the nuts. They go on the side. Yeah, I have to be careful. Man. It's a while ago since I assembled my last one, and a lot has changed since then. So yeah, I need to be a little bit more careful and go with the manual. That doesn't go in properly. It is now. There we go. So sometimes it's not funny to have thick fingers, but hey, let me check one more time. Yeah, so now I can take 2 of these 10mm screws, get them in there. This side too, and then we gonna secure this to the back side of the printer, to the back plate. Oh, awesome. So, Joe Prusa, if you ever need another guy that loves to assemble printers, you can call me anytime. Anytime. Let's go. Turn the printer over. Why are these wires? Well, I'm gonna fix that. And this one goes on the back plate. Here we go. The bottom one, also two nuts or bolts. Secure them. And the y-axis stepper motor is installed. So that's that. Next step. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take this little thing over here. Need a couple of bearings. I need a couple of, oh, they are here already. Yep. And some lubricants. Where is my lube? Here we are. Yeah. On the left side we have one bearing, on the right side we have two bearings. Hey, but wait. No way, dude. Are these Misumi? Oh yeah. I think those are Misumi bearings that came with the printer. Wow. Well, that's awesome. Hey, Marky, how are you, buddy? It's my best friend from the Hague. On the screen. Where's my knife? Oi. All right, so here we go. Two on the right side. This can go in the bin. Ah, elevator stuff. You're building elevators. The busiest man of the Hague. Okay, and what we want to do now is insert these. How do you call those things? U-rings? Let me check. What's the name of those? U-bolts. Usain bolts. Maintenance. Yeah, that's what was the word I was looking for, Mark. My buddy Mark does maintenance on elevators, which I think is really interesting because I always wanted to do that when I was young. And he actually does it for a living. So yeah, much respect for Marky and his awesome job. All right, so now we want to turn it over. Very easy. And then we need 6 of those nylon nuts. That's the word I was looking for. Whew. All right, let me see if those fit, because I don't think they will. So we need another size. Does this fit? I think they will. All right. one here. There we go. Again, we want to tighten them, but not over tighten. So let's give him a couple of. There we go. See you later, Marky. Enjoy work today, mate. Also not a good size. Yeah, this doesn't fit also. Ah, that's nice. I don't have the proper size, so. Well, it doesn't really matter because it's in already. And we can also use this one over here. This is not a nice job if you don't have proper tools for this little thing. But we are almost there. It just takes a little bit more time. And you want to be really careful not to damage the bearings, so I don't mind doing like this. All right, so also you want to make sure the left and the right side are evenly fastened. So you don't want to, the U-bolt, you don't want to have him press too hard on the bearing. Almost there. Just a little bit more. That's it. This one is still skipping a little bit. Also, that's it. All right. Yeah, ensure again that the nuts are tightened just to the surface and equally. I did that. So what I want to do now is take all the rods and compare the length. For the wide carriage, you need the mid-size rod, 330 millimeters. 330 millimeters. So these are the middle-sized rods. We are going to place them gently inside of the bearings, like this. We don't want to damage the bearings. Perfect. All right, so the two bearings need to be on the left side. We'll let me get some room here. So we're going to flip them over. Place the rods inside the rod holders and then gently push them down. And here we go. Perfect. Now we need some, where are my tie wraps? Tie wrap. There we go. Open up the back. And then we want to make sure, is there a particular way we need to do it? No, not really. There are small holes on the side of the rod holders. So we go from the inside to the outside. On the back side, same, from the inside to the outside. And then secure these so that the rods can't come out of there. All right, that's that. Now, I always take this junk off immediately because we want to work in a clean environment. All right, those are secured. Those are secured. Sounds perfect. The wire motor pulley is the next step. Can go in with the screws to the motor. And of course, where the belt is going on the other side. Yeah. Okay, so there's a flat side on that motor. There it is. On the motor shaft. There are two screws in there, and one of them has to be aligned with that flat surface. And you don't want to push them. You don't want to push the pulley against the motor, but leave a little gap. So I believe this is perfect. A little gap. And then we can tighten them. And then the other one as well. All right. So this this step is finished. Y motor is done. The pulley is on there. Yeah, and don't tighten the pulley firmly yet. We'll get to that later. I didn't over tighten because I always tighten the stuff when I finish the build. So I check my nuts and bolts after the build. All right, now I need an eye belt holder, the smaller and the bigger part. We need everything that's in here. Well, that's handy. Hey, I miss one tiny. Hey, why is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I got it. And the long one. Yes. All right. So I need these two little pieces. They come under here. I need to insert. And I look in here. With my thick fingers. Like that. Then I need to place a normal one here. Like that. And another one on this one. There we go. Now I need my eye belt. Eye belt. We in the Netherlands we say eye. Get an M3, 10mm screw. I can't see how far it goes in. Alright, like that. Then I take the shortest one, roll the belt around the screw and push him in there gently. Like that. And we want to fasten it. I don't know why, but it doesn't want to go in there. Obviously, it's always the same story. Ah, here we go. That's tight. What we want to do now is take one of my M3 10mm screws, get this little piece under here, and then hopefully yeah, I think it's in there. was not properly inserted, so there was a little bit space left. So I'm going to get the screw out, line up the hole. Hey, wait a second. Something is not right here. I am missing a screw. And I know what I did wrong. Where's the other? No, it's the good one. But in the wrong hole. So it's not that hard, but sometimes, yeah, even I mess up. All right. I need that one. I don't know why it doesn't fit. I do my dirty, so. Sorry guys, that was my wife. She was coming on. Ooh, this doesn't want to go in there. Why? Why? Nobody. It's like 32 degrees in there or something. 23. So I must not complain, right? I need a little nut, and it's in the bottom of the deck, and I can't reach it, obviously. So let's do it. Here we are. This one goes in much better. Much better. Man, come on. Sorry guys, this is taking a little bit longer than expected. Oh, wait, I'm making a huge mistake also. Oh, how dumb. Yeah. I don't know why I got this. There we go. That's it. I don't need it better. There we go. Let me get some paper for my head because it's really, really hot in here. All right, the belts. Yeah. I made another mistake, obviously. The belt is on the other way around. So let's loosen them up again. Loosen the belt. It's just one screw. So, how are we doing today? What are you guys up to? That's in there properly. That's it. Okay, and now I don't want to make any mistakes anymore. But then again, I don't check the manual all that properly, so, and I don't care. Again, these are just a couple of screws, so yeah, it's not really difficult to do it again. All right, this one can go here. Thanks, Marlene. Good to see you here too. All right, now we have this one over here. And for this one, we're going to do the same as the other one. We want to insert a tiny 10mm M3 in here. Push him in there like that. Might be a little bit more. Make this a little bit longer. I hope you guys can see it. And there we go. That's a little bit too long. Yeah, this must be it. All right, so same again. Yeah, that's it. So we want to secure this screw over here. And once it's secured, we can want to make sure. Yeah, I need another 30 millimeter. And then pressing this one on the bottom. Leave a little bit of room because we're gonna span it a little bit. I'll put some pressure on it. We put the long screw in there. In this way we can make sure the belt can be uh, put on pressure in a proper manner. There we go. I truly believe this is the hardest part. So, and again, a lot has changed since the Mark III. All right, and here we are. And now we can actually put some pressure on the belt. But I think for now, slightly more. Yeah, let's do that once the printer is assembled. All right, so we got that step. What we are going to check now is if the belt is aligned properly, and it actually is. Is it supposed to be this loud? Hey, Frenzy, I have to answer Filament Frenzy. Here we go. So, and back at it again. Is it me or no? It is noisy. All right, tensioning the Y belt. Well, I just did. So, some force. Yeah, this is perfect. So that's one step I did know. Testing the Y belt. All right, so I need to, yeah, I can move it, so this is perfect. Done. The Y-axis is done. Great job. Perfect. So the next step, do I have some room here? Place the printer for now. Off to the side. We're gonna do the X-axis assembly. So we need the X-axis. The plastic part for the X-axis, that is. We need some bearings. X-axis. One, two. I'm really impressed that this MK3S came with Misumi bearings. Much better than before. So everyone that bought a new MK3S should be very happy with this upgrade. Because the old ones don't have them. Alright, that's empty. This stuff in here. Yeah, wheels. Yep. At one point, and I might have them lying here. No. Alright, so first thing you want to do is push these bearings in here. Let's do one first. Pushing all the way down to the bottom, and the other one stays on the top. So there's a little bit of space in between them, but that's not a problem at all. It's the same for this side. The first one we push all the way down, and the second one we push in until it's in. I need two 18 millimeters, that is, and 3 screws. I need a nylon nut and a normal square nut. Alright. So, on this side, this is the left side of your printer. You need that square nut. Push him in all the way. And then we need an 18 millimeter screw. And we're gonna rotate it in here just a little bit, so we can't lose it. Then, oh yeah, we need the other side. The nylon nut goes in here. Ooh, my fingers are a little bit slippery because of the lubrication on the bearings. edit this. But it's in there. Is it straight? Yeah. We're gonna have this wheel. And I believe another 18 millimeter. Yeah. So we need to push this in here, align the hole, push the 18 millimeter screw in there, and fasten it. And again, don't over tighten it because it has to rotate freely, obviously, for your printer to run normally. So just tighten it, but don't over tighten it, and you should be good. If it can rotate and it can rotate freely, you did a good job. So a little bit more. Yeah. All right, that's the right side. And place your finger on the bearing and ensure it can rotate freely. I just told you guys that. All right, now take the remaining smooth rods, and for the x-axis, you need the longest rods, 370 millimeters. So these are the ones. It's really important, again, to do this very carefully, but we need 2 bearings for the top and 1 bearing for the bottom rod. Gently place them in there and pull them through, like that. Same for these. Yep. All right, and what we want to do now is insert these. I think I'm going to start with the right hand side. Carefully place them in there. Same for this side. There we go. We're going to get the left side. Place the rods in here. And then push down. And there we go. The x-axis. Yeah, that was it. Bam. And you can check if it is inserted properly through the holes over here. And it is inserted perfectly fine. All right. So the next step is to get the x-axis motor. I got the motors over here, and I know that the x-axis is this one. Yeah. I want the pulley. The pulley goes on the other way around. So if you have the stepper motor like this, here's the flat spot. You're gonna push it on like that. So that's all. And what we also want to do, don't press the pulley against the motor, leave a gap so the pulley can rotate freely. Yeah, same as before, but now we leave slightly bigger gap. And hey, where is my, hey, here. We need the proper size for this one. And then we want to fasten it. But again, tight is tight. Don't overdo it because we're gonna do that later. All right, so this step is done. Now we need 3 of those 18mm M3 screws. We take the x-axis and we want to secure this bit over here. Hey, why isn't it going through? There's some material in there. Well, I'm going to make sure that it goes through. Here we go. Oh man, I feel like a TV personality with all 7 of you watching. No, but thank you for watching. It's a lot of fun. And I'm happy that I actually got some people watching me today. So thank you for that. La, 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 la. You want me to sing a song when I'm tightening my screws, or because we in the Netherlands are very good singers. This one is through. Yeah. So I only want to tighten. Prepare. Oh, I have to tighten them all. So let's do that. This one. Oh yeah, one thing that's very important, because since the beginning I'm using the hex keys that came with my original Prusa Mark II back then. I'm still using the same tools. I'm now using tools that came with the Mark 3S. But it might be a good idea to get your own hex keys from slightly better quality. So you don't have to make it harder for yourself, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. Without proper tools, well, these are proper tools because they came with the printer, but you know what I mean, right? Check the final look. Does it look like what I see in my book? And yeah, it's exactly the same, so I think I did a good job. All right, now we're going to assemble the Z-axis. Let's keep this here for a bit. How long are we streaming now? Only 1 hour 44 minutes. Well, we did a lot of work already, so that's good. All right, we need the Z-axis. One moment, I'm gonna ask for a cup of tea. I will be back in 2 seconds, guys. All right, back again. Here we are. I need some fluids. Really important to keep hydrated, because yeah, my hardy dogs are not in here. So Joe Prusa, where are my hardy dogs? This day is completely lost now because no Haribos that came with the printer. Perfect. All right, we now need the Z-axis. There's one with a short cable on there. That one goes on the left. And we also have one with a rod on the right. With a long cable on there. That one goes on the right side. I think we need to take these off. There we go. Left. And right. Oh yeah, and now I want to have those. There are two little black plastic thingies over there. And we want to place them. Why? It's not super easy to place them on these threaded rods, but this is easier. Yes, that's it. So these are like small black rings, as you can see. Just to keep all the junk out of the stepper motor. So yeah, this is an important step. You don't want to miss it. Let me do this a little bit quicker. This looks really, this looks funny, I know, but all right. No, but without joking, I think that's the easiest way. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. All right, here we are. Hey, I need screws. M3 10mm, and then 3 on one side, I believe. Yeah, 3 on every side. Do I already? No, I just. Right, left. So we first want to secure. Thank you. We first want to secure these 3 10mm screws in here before we're gonna place them on the frame. They will stay in there. I sometimes wondering if this is, and this is not meant in the wrong way, but people with smaller hands might be better at assembling 3D printers. because they have a lot more room. No, but all joking aside, it's fairly easy, but sometimes my fingers are just a little bit too thick. So, there we go. I always push one screw a little bit through so I can see where I'm securing it to. Yeah, you only see my head, right? A little bit like that. Rotate them in. Perfect. Number 3. And then we can do the other side. I think it's properly secured. Like that. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, so I made some small mistakes in the beginning, but those were minor. And I now know that this is not going to happen to me anymore because, yeah, this is like the 4th MK3S I assembled. And I believe I made some of these mistakes I made today also the first 3 times. So enough is enough, right? No, but it's just because I don't read the manual properly. And you should always read the manual properly. Left is not my screw end. But hey, it actually works. All right. The right side is finished. And now there's a little trick I always use. Just place this one in front of here, and this one here. Just get the whole thing up in the air. And that's it. We can now secure the motors like that. All right. Hey, Francie, how are you, bro? Are we there yet? Yeah, almost, almost. I'm almost finished. Just another hour or two or three. I don't know, mate. I'm taking it really easy today because I don't want to mess this one up. It's not my MK3S, so yeah, I have to do a proper job on this one. Let me check. Yeah, yeah, I can secure it. But nice of you to come by, bro. I know you got other things to do. But Francie is the most busy or the busiest guy I know, and he makes such awesome stuff. If you don't know him or don't follow him, please do, because the guy is amazing and he's a good friend of mine. So yeah, you should follow him and check out his awesome prints. I'm fairly good at multi-material prints, but that guy is a legend. So I'm watching myself on YouTube, and I see there's a little bit of delay. Um, Holy cow, a little bit. I think 5 minutes or something. All right, so 4 screws to secure the Z-axis motor, because it's only one. 4 screws on this side as well. Pull them up. Let the screws in there. And that's number 2. Let's secure one totally so it can stay up. Final 2. You know what it is, building a Prusa printer? It's not hard. You just have to follow the manual in a proper manner. If you follow the manual, it's one of the best manuals out there in the 3D printing world. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Some guys actually let their kids build it for them because it's also a lot of fun to build a Prusa i3 Mark IIIs. So yeah, why not? You can learn a lot from it. Also, if you build your own printer, you know everything about the printer once you're finished. So that's really cool. And yeah, again, it's a lot of fun to build it. So I always tell people to buy the kit version and not the pre-built one. One, it's more expensive. I believe 250 or 300 euros more expensive. And again, it's a lot of fun and it's not too hard. There are a lot of videos out there, a lot better videos than mine also. So it shouldn't be a problem for you. All right, now we need to secure those things that came off the Z-axis here on the Y-axis, on the X-axis, sorry, with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 10mm screws. No, I made a mistake. I believe, yeah, 18mm. But why? Oh yeah, I got 4 of them as well. All right. First thing we want to do is On the bottom here, we can place some nuts. I always am struggling with that. Nuts and bolts and nuts and bolts and screws. What is a nut? What is a bolt? What is a screw? But it's not that hard. It's just me, I know. Alright, they are in there. Now we're gonna roll them over. Place those in here. That one on that side. We take two 18mm screws. Why do I need two more? Yes, I need two more. And they have to go inside that little hole over there. There's a little space where you can place these. So I'm gonna try to push them in there. That's one. And that's two. That's almost two. Placing those screws in those tiny, or nuts in those tiny spaces is one of my least favorite activities when building a printer, but it has to be done because otherwise we're going to have a problem. Alright, this one can go here, two 18mm, line them up with the holes, and secure them. Obviously, there's always a little guy that doesn't want to go in. But I don't care. With those Misumi bearings, guys, wow, I'm impressed. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to pick this up, place them over the frame, and we try to, yeah, it's on there. Try to lower this, the Z-axis or the X-axis, in the same manner, so with the same speed. There has to be a little bit of space between the upper rod and the frame over here, so that's exactly what I did. Aside from here, prepare the following steps. Warning, be very careful. Yeah, of course, we don't want to damage anything. Alright, now we want to take the two final rods, insert them carefully in the bearings, place them in the hole on the bottom, like that. I believe we are there almost. All right, so now we can do the Z-axis stop. I still got 4 and 3 10mm screws. Place them in there already, and then secure these things to the frame. Here we go. Hey, almost there. Yep, that's it. All right, the left side. I think I'm getting a little bit tired because I never let stuff fall from my hands, but it happened quite a few times today. So, all right, the Z-axis is almost finished. Or Z-axis, whatever you want. Goes in smoothly. This side as well. There we go. Now we are going to build the extruder axis. So lower this a little bit. Make sure the height is the same on both sides. Also, grab a cup of tea. I don't use sugar, but I use sweetener. Keep that out of there because this looks like whiskey or something. That's how black it is. A nice cup of tea. All right, the extruder assembly. What do we need now? What we need now is this. The axis. Then we need the LCDs for last. That's the INC board. So this must be the extruder. Extruder box. There's a fan in there, hot end, IR sensor. Oh, check this out. This is awesome, guys. Check it out. The pinner probe sticker, nice fan, Noctua, the black one. Part cooling fan. IR cable. IR sensor. And the beautiful new E3D V6 island. Alright, and a sticker from E3D. I am going to pick a nice spot for that later. Yeah, Noctua fans are the best. I love them. Nice and silent. So, always proper stuff on the Prusa MK3S. The Bondtech gears for the extruder. Here we have the E-axis screws, bolts, and nuts. Place them in my little container over here. Alright, what do I need to do first? The most important and hardest chapter. Well, I don't think so. Not in my case, but okay. Keep the magnets apart. Oh, but the magnets are here. Yes. Take them apart. And there needs to be some space between them. Pay great attention to the cable management. Alright. Now we need the plastic extruder parts. Make some room here. Hey. Why do I have another box with, oh, those are the spare magnets. Alright. No issue whatsoever. These are the extruder parts. What I want is the extruder body, the adapter for the printer, and the lever. So I need this. A cable. Is the lever in here? No. Ah, there it is. Yeah. There was an extra there. Alright, so I got those parts. I need 2 of those square two square nuts, 2 normal nuts, that little ball. Yeah, let's place that here. I need those magnets and an 18 and a 10mm screw. Alright, so first things first. There's a flat one going in here. So there's a nut, a square nut that goes in the top part. It's a little bit tricky to see, but rustling a little bit here. We'll get it in there. Here we go. Sometimes the printed parts, there's a little bit on the printed parts, there's a little bit of leftover material or something, so you can't get the screw or nut in there properly, but yeah, it will work. Just give it a little bit of pressure, like that. Once it's in, it will go in easy. And again, I need my little sister, it's a joke, I need to have someone with tiny hands who can help me out with jobs like these. Let's do it the other way around then. That doesn't work. There we go. You see, there's a little bit of plastic in there, and that's what keeping it from going in. But again, don't lose your patience. It will go in there. There we go. All right, then I want the 10mm M3 nut to go in here for the sensor. We have two nuts that need to go in the middle. But the best part is that I already did my extruder. I changed like on all my printers. I think I changed them like 10 times on all my machines. The printed parts, but also different extruder types. So not only the V6, but also prototypes. I used the Bondtech ones, Bondtech extruder. I used the Titan Arrow ones on MK3S. So yeah, I took it apart several times actually. There we go, it's in there. And I think that's a lot of fun too. So yeah, it's in there. The other one. So we got two nuts over here. We got a square nut over here, a square nut over there. 10mm M3 screw. And that's it for now. All right, now I need to place a magnet, and I think the small one inside the little thingy over here. Push it in the whole way. Yep. The next step is to get that 18mm screw on the top side. Yeah, on the top side. And we need to place this in here. Like that. Where is my key? And now there's one important thing. When you insert the other magnet, you have to make sure it kicks it out of there and not pulls it in. So it needs to push back once inserted. But in this case, it's perfectly fine. Can we still move? Yeah. And there's another important step. I over-tightened it. Yeah, that's it. Now we need to take that little ball. We have this little piece over here. We're going to place the ball inside. And then place this little bit over here. So now we have this. So I can demonstrate what happens when you push filament in. Let me see if I have a tiny bit of filament somewhere. Here we go. Filament comes in on the top side of the extruder, and now you see that that little ball is pushing this bit to the side, and then the sensor will kick in, and those filament is loaded. So that's perfect. All right, this bit is ready. Now we take the extruder stepper. Hey, what is that? Spare part. Thank you. The gears and two 10 and 3 10mm screws. Let's go. We need this bit. Take all that loose junk off. All right, and we want to make sure that the side where the extruder is going to be placed is on the bottom side where that wire comes out, so like that. And then we're going to secure it with, I believe, two. Oh wait, before we do this, yeah, it's perfect. All right, secure it. I thought we had to do the gears first, but no, because we need to align them as well, so that's why I need this part first. There we go. Like that. Maybe tighten them a little bit more. Yep. So that's the front. Yeah, and now I want to make sure that the flat spot is on the opening side. I want to have one side of the extruder here. Oh well, this is messy. Please go back. Yeah. That's a spare screw. All right. Is it a spare? Yeah, that's a spare screw. So let's go. The pin can go back. And it's now really important to place this bit on the flat spot of your extruder rod. I think I need to open it a little bit. It's closed. One second. Yeah, there we go. And you now can align it with that opening over there. I think that's it. Yeah, that's in the middle. You see, perfectly fine. Slide it here into the screw. There's a channel for the filament. Align approximate. Yeah, I already showed you guys that. Don't tighten the screw just yet. We will align the screw properly. So a little bit looser. Yeah, I didn't tighten it that much. So this is perfect. Rotate it a little bit. All right. That's the extruder motor. The next step. All right, now I need a piece of filament. This was the step I had in mind. I'll place this filament in here in a straight manner. And I think it's aligned properly actually. Yeah, not bad at all. So we don't have to align anything anymore. Now tighten it. Ready. Oh, yeah, another one. There's another trick we can do. How's this? Smaller one. As you can see, when I put the hex key in there, it's aligned. Sorry guys, I need to take a thinner one because this is not a proper way to show you guys how well it sits. As you can see, it's aligned perfectly fine. One moment guys. Hallo? Hi Erik, ik zit even in een livestream. Ik bel je later even terug. Hoi. Sorry guys, this was an important phone call, but I'm gonna call back in a little while. Here we go. I need the bottom part, this little part over here, another square bolt and nut. Push it in there. And I believe if I do this one in here, strange. What do I need? 2 and 3 10mm screws. 2 40mm screws. No, 3 40mm screws. Yep. And I need my hot end. Take all that junk off. These 2 screws can go in here. All right. And what we want to do now, content assembly was completely reversed. All right, so now I need to make some room. I need a box. Let's close it up for a little bit. Let's place this here. We want to make sure that this one, hey, is it loose? No. Well, that sucks a little bit. This is better. Yep. So, what do they want to do? Oh, I can place everything on it. I swear to God, boy. If Prusa tells you not to insert it yet, don't do it. Alright, so we're going to place the extruder stepper on top of that bit, like this. And then you place this piece here, take two long 40 millimeters and push them in there. It's better to first rotate them in there a little bit already. How are you guys doing? Still enjoying yourselves? Rotate, rotate, rotate. Ah, there's my check window. This one doesn't play nice. But I see what the issue is. Get it out of there just a little bit. It's always the same with those things you have to press in. those little bolts. Come on, man. And we are in. All right. Do I already tighten them? Make sure both are plus the extruder. Again, make sure it's 3 parts. Tighten them, but be careful. They are slightly longer. All right. Then, yeah. Then the thickness of the assembly. So we want to get them in there all the way, but they stick out a little bit on the back side. Also, a really important step is that you properly align the extruder so that it sits straight on the bottom, straight on the bottom. Yeah, perfect. Let's fasten them. I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think I will do another video for the electronics. All right. I thought my extruder was crooked, but it isn't. All right. So now I need the back part of the extruder assembly. I need, or the X carriage of course. I need 2 M3 nuts and 4 of those square M3 nuts. So 4. And 2. And I need that IR sensor cable. Use a screw, that's an order. All right, Mr. Josef Prusa, I will. But first, align these pins. And pushing in there a little bit. That's properly inserted. All right, so now I need to use a screw from the back side. Rotate them in to make sure that the nuts are inserted properly. So we want to really tighten them all the way this time. There we go. Still one more. But if you don't do this, and this is why Joe tells you that it's an order. I had it one time. If you're gonna finish the complete assembly and want to make sure those long screws go all the way through, it sometimes happens when a nut is inserted, is not properly inserted, it sits crooked in its socket, you can't get the screw in any way whatsoever. So you have to take everything apart again. Alright, now I need to place those 4 square nuts in here. Again, push them in all the way. Who is going to watch Prusa live tonight, guys? It is tonight, right? Yeah, I guess so. In the middle. And there was another one. Ah, in the bottom, yes, obviously. La 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 la. Why am I singing every time I let something fall out of my hands? Ah, here's one I need. Ah, it doesn't matter. I got a lot of spares, so I'm gonna search for the fallen ones later. Alright, so this is ready as well. Now I need that wire for the IR sensor. And on the back side, how much? The distance 15 millimeters, so it has to be something like this. Push this all the way in. 15 millimeters. Yeah, like it. Now on this side, we want to make sure that this is nice. Like this. Then rotate it to here. This part needs to go on here. Yeah, we have enough room. And now we can secure those 2 screws on the inside of the extruder. And let's hope it finds its socket. Yeah, I believe it does. Because it was in a little bit sideways, so you never know. On the other side, it's exactly the same. So we want to make sure those 2 little screws are in there. As you can see, all my wires are tucked in nicely. And now it's time to tighten them completely. Hot and time! Hey Jordan, how are you, buddy? I hope you are doing good. Yeah, it's hot and time already, and I think I'm gonna do the electronics tonight. So take a small break in between because I'm already almost finished with the printer assembly. and it's in, and it's also tightened. Yeah, there we are. Now we want to have the IR sensor. IR. That's Dutch, guys. IR is IR. It's not that hard to learn Dutch. Alright, so we got the sensor. I need a little tiny screw. Where is that thing? M2, 8mm. Ah, here we go. M2, 8mm. We want to make sure those 3 teeth are on the back side. So we're going to insert it like this. And then we take a small hex key to secure this. Yeah, right. I need to wire one fresh because that's way better. You don't want to mess up your machine with the final bits of wiring. I'm sure that's not going to happen to me, but again, work fresh. Alright, so now we want to make sure the IR sensor cable is connected. And it is. So everything looks beautiful, guys, so far. Finish the sensor assembly by inserting a 40mm this is a 40mm screw. Let's go. On the right hand side, on the top right, get another Mark III, dude. Why not? Oh, and as you can see, I think you guys can see it. It's aligned perfectly right, the gears for the extruder. So this is something I need to be a little bit more careful with. Yeah. Now we need to prepare the Noctua fan. I think we're gonna connect it right away to the extruder body. So, all right. It's a little bit of a thick, so yeah, exactly what I had in mind. It's really important to get all those wires in there. So there we go. Yeah, perfect, perfect. 10mm, 3 times. All right, and one longer one because we have to connect the part cooling fan as well. Yeah, 14mm. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we want to do the left top, the right top, and the left bottom. And fasten it. Yeah, and the extruder assembly is almost finished, so time to put that stuff on the printer itself. And make sure the belt for the x-axis is on there. And then we're gonna quit for today. For now. All right. Now we have to assemble this little bit. We need the extruder gears and pin. Very carefully place this little bearing inside the gear. Now I need to make sure I do it in a proper manner. Oh, but I can see it on the photo as well. Yeah. So it has to go in like this. And the pin needs to go in from my side, right? This is a step you need to be a little bit careful with because you don't want to damage the bearings inside of is it this side? Come on, man. Yeah. This is it. It's in there. This can go with the spare parts better. But it has to go in the way, so we give it a little push. Oh, it's not aligned properly, so there we go. It's in there and it can rotate freely. I'm gonna push it in a little bit more. Yeah. Perfect. What I need now is the extruder assembly again and a 40mm screw. Oh man, beautiful. What we want now is another 40mm screw and a little spring thingy. Place it on top of the screw. Take and from this side push it through the hole and secure it a little bit. I forgot one thing, and that's this little don't want to push too hard. Okay, we're gonna do that slightly different. Where is my that's it. Perfect. Alright. So insert the ring with the spring. And if everything goes according to plan, you can easily Well, in this case, not so easily. Because it's not aligned properly. Ow. That was my finger. Now it's in straight. Nice. Alright. Attempt number 2. Yes, there it is. It's in there. Tighten it a little bit. And the extruder is finished. I already did that. Yeah. Now we need this little thingy over here. And a 10mm M3 screw. Oh, I also need a nut. Because that has to go in on this side. Push it in there. There we go. Take the 10mm screw. Push it in a little bit. Or rotate it in. And we want to make sure we can rotate it in slightly. Alright, and then we want to make sure that it's aligned with the hole inside the extruder body. Tighten it. There we go. Make sure it's straight in there. That's that. Next step. I already did that. Oh, we're gonna put on the part coming fin as well. So, I believe we need a square. This sucks. I can't find another. Oh yeah, I broke it, right? And if you drop something in my makerspace, it's hard to get it back because it's a little bit of a mess underground. But luckily, I have many spare parts for Prusa printers, so we will get there eventually. All right. Hey Jordan, I don't know if you're still watching, but why don't you get another MK3S then? I know those things are expensive, but it's always nice to get a new printer, right? 2 times M3, 20mm. And I think that these are the ones. Then we get the part cooling fan. Hey, but wait, that's not. Also 20mm. Yeah. So first we're gonna install the part cooling fan. I sometimes do it the other way around, but that's where the completed printer. So screw it in there. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm with my back to you. It's not really nice. So I will screw with my left just because I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So As you can see, I'm not the best left screwer. Left screwer! I can't really screw with my left hand, but it worked. So that's perfect. Yeah. Alright, so the part cooling fan needs to go in here. And 320 millimeters. Tightened. Is there a screw in there now? Part. It isn't so hard, part. There we go. So the extruder assembly is completed. Yeah, this thing. All right. Yeah. Where's the top plate? 110 millimeter and trim it. Rotate them in there. And that's that. The extruder is finished, but sorry, one more step. The pinner probe needs to go in there. Like that. And what I always do is that one has to go behind it, right? Yeah. This cable first, the red and yellow one, and we then want to curl over the pinna cable so that it is situated like this. Yeah, right? Don't tighten the pinna yet because we're going to do that when calibrating the printer. I am now going to get the E3D sticker and place it on the side of the stepper motor. That's a beautiful sight. Yeah, we want to take 2 zip ties. Already have one, and here's the other bunch. Start on the bottom side, push them through. Like that. Box to the sides. Printer, we want the back in front of us. All right, we're gonna take the complete assembly. One thing, yeah, those have to go in the middle. Those as well. Only the extruder cables stay. Alright, so these cables can go through the middle. These two cables can go to the middle as well on the left side of the printer. Then we want to make sure this stuff is properly aligned. Make sure those bearings are nice in their sockets. Nicely inserted into their sockets. And then secure these two tie wraps. We call them tie rippies in Holland or the Netherlands, whatever you call our country. All right. And my extruder is hanging in its place. Get rid of that stuff over here. Prepare the X-axis belt. Yeah. Start on the left side. There's a nice shape where you can insert them. I would push him in all the way. To the end, I mean. I hope you guys understand what I'm telling you. But there's a strip in there and you can't actually go wrong. Alright. What do we want to do now is oh man, it goes smoothly. So smooth. Here's the other side. Now we have to go to the motor. Come on. That's it. Yeah. And here we have it. Yeah, already did that. Alright, so the two top ones have to be loosened. Completely. Yeah, I have to remove them completely. I have to rotate it to the frame. Alright. Now we want to make sure, why is it like that? Yeah. We want to make sure that this is, yeah. Push the belt in the extruded body. Don't trim it yet. Okay. Okay, so now I want to wait. Push it in a little bit more. Now I want to do this and rotate the belt back. Sounds perfect to me. I think you guys are mentioning that I'm getting a little bit more tired because my talking is getting less and less. So, yeah, we are almost there. Let me check. Yeah, those belts are perfectly fine. Push the screw in there. The position is perfect. Yeah. And now we can get this stuff off here. Push that in. There we go. What I'm going to do now is check if this thing, no, it can't rotate. So everything is connected really well. Now we need to finish the belt tension. So with this screw on the top over here, rotate it in. Obviously you guys can't see anything, so here we go. This little thingy over here, I already checked if my belt pressure is okay, and it is. And now we want to make sure that the motor doesn't tips in that direction anymore. So almost there. There we go. All right. Next step. Yep. I need where are these? It's only for the yeah. It's only for the. It's not for the hot bed anymore. Where is my? There we go. This can be inserted here. Oh, no. Now I'm getting a little bit of micro, guys. Ah, here it is. Insert this little thing. Why? It doesn't want to go in. Come on. That's it. That's it. There we go. All right, so this little thing has to go here. It's to properly secure all your cables and stuff like that. So cable management is also really good on the MK3S. Let me check if it's aligned properly, like that. Already did that. All right, so now all these cables need to go through. So let's properly align all this. This stuff needs to go through. This one will go through the middle. And then we need the sensors. Yeah, almost. Almost. Yep, that's it. Pull all the cables through, all the way. This whole forest of wires over here. There. All right, and now 4 and 3 10mm screws. And we need to secure this stuff to the extruder body, the back plate. Now I wasn't properly aligned. This is it. All right. Sorry again with my back to your screen. There's one in the middle. And I am going to tie it in the middle of the way. There we are. And there's only one on the bottom here. All the way down here. Yep. Also tightened. And this side as well. That can move. All right. Now we want to take this thick cable wrap, pull it around these cables for a bit, push them in there, make sure it's nicely wrapped around it. We want to leave some room. Wait, I don't like how this is sitting over here. Let's go. We are taking some tie wraps. Here we are. And from the bottom we go to the top. So the lower holes are for the tie wraps on top. Like that. Okay. Yeah. That looks perfectly fine. All right. And now we need to include this stuff on the back here. We need to secure it with 2 more tie wraps. Make sure your cables are not in the way of the extruder itself. And in my case, they are not. One more tie wrap. There we go. And now this bit can be inserted with the rest of the deck. Like this. As you can see, it looks very beautiful. Okay, let's wrap it around. And then I'm gonna, now I'm gonna tidy things up. by making sure this is all packed neatly. Here we go. Well, that looks beautiful. Hats off. This was the toughest chapter, and I don't have any Haribos to celebrate. So again, Prusa, Joseph, I want a bag of Haribos. All right, time for the LCD. So we turn the printer around again. Get the LCD cover. LCD. Wow. New. How many? Oh man. This is horrible. Hi Theo. Ja, ik ben met jouw printer bezig, vriend. Dus hij wordt mooi. My buddy Theo just came online. And this is his printer, so the boss is watching. All right, that's that. I need 4 and 3 10mm screws. Yeah, this plate needs to go under. Why? Another one of my. Sorry guys, be right back. Looking for a screw. There's a lot of stuff here. I told you there's a lot of stuff on the ground. Doesn't matter. Thanks, Theo. All right, guys. Here we go. But I don't think it's like. Wait. Of course, yeah. Yeah. So, the LCD on this side, yeah. This one has to go on this side. And this one has to go on this side. Turn them over. And yes, that's exactly what I needed. Now we want to make sure that this stuff goes in like this. Y. There we go. All right. It has to go in like that. There we go. I think I'm going to insert the card already. And now it's time to secure this to the front of the printer. Let's go. Yeah, I found it. Maar ik heb een hele hoop, sorry guys, one moment in Dutch, voor mijn Dutch viewers. Ik heb een hele hoop reserveonderdelen, Theo, voor dit soort printers. Dus er mag af en toe best wel eens een moertje of een boutje vallen. Dat gaat prima. Ik heb besloten dat ik vandaag werk tot aan de elektriciteit. En ik heb een beetje migraine namelijk. Ik zie niet zoveel meer. Ik zie alleen maar flitsen in mijn ogen. Dus ik ga zo even stoppen als het hitbed of hotbed erop zit. Dan is eigenlijk de hele printer in elkaar. Dan moet ik alleen nog de elektra doen. En ik denk dat ik dat vanavond even ga doen. Weer live op YouTube. Of morgen als ik fris ben overdag. Maar dat moet ik nog even bekijken. Alright, back to English. Dude. Well, it doesn't matter. I can actually do like this also. Here we go. I did it before. There we go. And it worked again. Alright, the LCD is connected. And now we're gonna do the heat bed. Oh, that's new. Normally the heat bed cable was connected, but not on the new iteration. First make sure that this is properly finished. Stop hem maar. Alright. The heat bed, also an important part of any 3D printer. So, sensor cable is already on there. 24 volts heat bed. Which, mark 52. Alright, I need my cables. And I think power cable. Yeah, but those are 40. Ah, this one is 40. We did that. What do I need? Power cable, M3, 10 millimeter. I need some washers and 9 magnets. And everything is in here. The spares are going off to the side. Obviously, I will take it easy. Alright, I need those. Really important. The spacers for the heat jet. Okay, guys, and once the heat jet is on there, I'm gonna quit for today. For this session, I might finish up tonight. I think I will finish tonight. Washers. Yep. Okay, 2 washers. 2 10 millimeter screws. Yeah. And 2 nylon. And what we will do now. All right, that's fairly simple. We have some hooks over here and some holes over there. We need those holes. The black cable is on the left side because that's ground. We take a screw, we take a washer, we take a cable, and we insert it here. We wrap a nylon nut. Insert it. Same for the other one. I'm gonna secure it with my body a little bit. And now we want to make sure that these are fastened properly. Same on this side. Those magnets are incredibly strong, but they have to be to keep your base sheet on the build platform. That's it. We don't want to over tighten them again because you're gonna damage your electronics. All right, so that is done. Well, what's the mean? Before proceeding any further, please check again if the cable, yeah, it's connected. Black wire must be connected to the ground. Red to the VCC. The cable cover were slightly inclined towards each other. I think I did that. Yep. Now tighten both screws. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Next step. Get the printer back in place. This is always a nice job. Put those little washers or spacers on top of their holes. And what I always do is place them here, do the heat bed on top of them, and then search for the holes. So don't try to do it any other way. This is the most easy. This is the easiest way to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna line down. Now we want to have those screws with those flat heads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Let's go. They are all inserted. And what I always do now is see if they are aligned properly. I guess they are. So this isn't going to fit. Is this it? No, that's even thicker. Is it? No. Where are my other hex keys? Here we go. All right, if the middle one goes in, and it goes in, then we can secure the rest. I'm not going to tighten them completely yet, just insert them. And once they are all inserted properly, like that. Yep. We can secure the rest of the bunch as well. Now we want to tighten them completely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is it for today. We did a lot of work already. Again, for today, I'm so sorry for this session. I think I'm gonna finish the printer tonight. So yeah, we did a lot. Let me see. I'm streaming for almost 4 hours now. We talked a lot. The printer's almost assembled. I only need to do the electronics, the power supply unit, and the INC board. So yeah, still a lot of work, but I think we will finish in 2.5 hours. So in total, it's like 6.5 hours, and we build it, and I think we are going to calibrate it as well. Another printer. If you like this video, please like the channel, give a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys soon again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.